I remember that.
Hey guys, welcome to another iteration of the My Hero Academia manga chapter reads. We are reading 362 this week. I'm here with Mark.
Oh,
And Mark, there's something that we always do before every new chapter. And what would that be?
the thing.
What was
Yes, I know the thing.
that thing? Hmm.
Recap episode.
Looking for approval on the other side? She just kind of gives you a thumbs up. But it's like, she gives you a glare at the same time. It's like, oh,
She's like, I don't appreciate you being loud, but that sounded fantastic stuff.
Props to you.
This
Have
time.
my child? What?
Have my child.
Oh, actually, this is gonna be different. Well, slightly different. I do have like a new keyboard, which doesn't actually have like dedicated arrow keys. I have to use a function key for it, but it's all the same. But let me just do a quick recap on 361. Got a little quick. I love this about this chapter, among other things. But one of them was Oliver Shiggy like just snapping at and Mirio after he said that he didn't have any friends, and he's like, oh, and he like immediately reverts to like a child back when like he had like these old friends that he's had like years and years ago and killed.
Well, we don't know if he killed them.
We know one.
One, yes.
But regardless, he snaps. And Mirio's like, oh man, sorry man.
Then he's like, my bad.
Not my fault. But what was it? Shigaraki immediately like turns over towards Bakugo and Genist, and that's when we have Hato. She was or Nejire. She's just trying to like divert attention, and it's not really working to the best of her ability. She actually gets scratches a couple. Well, she goes unscathed for sure, as we get like a little bit of a glimpse of like her reflections on. This is mainly, it definitely is for both Mirio and Amajiki, but Amajiki's kind of like more of the highlight of this chapter, and probably the next one as well, in the sense that like it really has to be you, in the sense of who can like amalgamate like so much power, like that limitless power kind of is all you versus anyone else here. So it has to be you. And so we get this cool 2-page like panel spread of Amajiki with literally entire animal kingdom plus nuts and fruits.
Basically, this man just ate an entire buffet.
Yeah. He ate like the 8-course meal.
Dude, he ate everything. He ate everything from the Golden Corral.
It was a good deal.
$15. You get to eat. You get to eat all you want. You kidding me?
And you can take it to go.
He ate everything from the local Chinese buffet.
My God. he just he just converts it all into like one lump of fat that just like falls on Shigaraki. He's like, I can't do this. I can't erase all of this.
Too much. Too thick.
But yeah, it ends on Sun Eater with a very intense look. So definitely he was the highlight of this chapter. But in the next chapter, I'll give you full disclaimers in the sense that
chapter last time.
So wait, what was that?
I said it was a rather short chapter last time. There is that.
I guess so, yeah. This one's 20 pages, this current chapter. Before we jump into that one, I did want to give a disclaimer as far as like spoiler stuff. The community definitely exploded on this one, and it like
I tried to warn you.
Like reached me too.
I tried, guys. I tried.
I tried as well. It's difficult. Now I kind of know exactly like if I do see like a random panel, then I'll just
avert your eyes,
like, or unrecommended for myself. But I will say, I saw like a panel. I focused specifically on this panel because it didn't really like show anything at all. It was just a flashback of Bakugo. That was the only panel that like my eyes focused on, and I was like, okay, that's all I need to see. And then, but the worst part was that there was definitely a meme. So for Bakugo, so we're just gonna see it. I have,
As long as you haven't seen the image I'm thinking of, then you should be fine.
yeah, like I rather like just see like the panel itself like real time and then draw my own conclusion. But we start chapter 362 with the returning shot of like that big whatever cannon that Amajiki just conjured up, and he begins in his thoughts. If I fail now, everyone in this everyone in this coffin is utterly doomed. Closes his eyes, he thinks back on all the people who's been supporting him. We start with Fat Gum. Stand tall and proud, Tamaki. We have I was gonna say, did I almost forget? No, it's Tetsu. How can I forget that one? And of course, Kirishima. They're saying, take care of business as usual, dude. That's pretty much both of them. We get a shot of Mirio, like, when he was growing out his hair in, like, middle school. I know for a fact, he says, that you've got some real special talents. His thoughts again. That blindingly bright and shiny praise, like treasures, from them to me. Up to now, I could never really fully accept it. I was crushed under the weight of that wealth. It just felt easier just to be down on myself. So thank you, everyone. This is number
As he's
300.
just charging the cannon.
Yeah. Number 362. Light fades to rain. That's a that's laying it on pretty thick, I would say.
Foreshadowing.
That's heavy foreshadowing, Horikoshi. So he's about to fire that laser, and this is a 2-pager. So I'll go ahead and tell you guys what I see, because now that crushing weight. Because Shigaraki's like sneaky passes, he shoots at all fingers, and it's literally all the fingers versus like this crazy cannon, dubbed this special move, Vast Hybrid Plasma Cannon.
Woo!
Jesus.
The recoil on that. Woo!
My God.
You can see the scorpion tails are holding him in place.
Yeah, he has so many support just to hold the cannon and also support like firing back.
The recoil on that thing. Woo!
But he was saying because now that crushing weight makes me stronger, and he says, "Get wrecked."
Yeah, they do have a record of putting in, localizing it instead of the direct translation.
But yeah, this is a crazy like plasma cannon shot that pierces all these fingers like and plows
It just
through.
destroyed those fingers.
It reaches Shigaraki, and it looks like he's like down. He's gonna go down, but then he's like, "Nah, you just don't get it." And then something else like I don't even know. Something else grows out of him. I don't know.
We see Mirio just come in. Like, when Mirio just comes in and gives him a punch, and when I see that, I like to think of that one scene from Spy Family where Yor slaps Yuri.
Yeah, I do remember that. Nice though. I thought that Mirio would like kind of back off during this scene, just kind of like lay witness to all this, but nah, he's still in there.
He's got his boys back at. Holy shit.
He's still carrying Nejire's like waves. And
Look at
rightfully
the
like
holy
socks
shit.
like Shigaraki on the side.
Woo!
Pretty sick. Okay. Tell us what you see in the next couple pages here.
I still see in that Dragon Ball influence. As you can see, a beam shatter through the dome, goes across to past the city and into, it looks like, I think that's the forest over there. That beam went. You just see nothing but smoke. Then we see Nejire. She's just like, how? We see Sun Eater is dodging the fingers still after the cannon. It looks like the fingers destroyed the cannon. Mirio's arms hurt just a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we see Nejire. We see not Nejire, blah. We see Sun Eater in front of all the smoke with Shigaraki talking out of the smoke. Think about it. Remember All Might in his prime? Would something so pathetic have killed him? Come on, use your heads. So Shigaraki is completely unharmed at the moment.
Yeah, okay, so that was a durability test.
On to the next page, we see what is Bakugo next to Best Jeanist walking forward. Best Jeanist, Baku! And then it just cuts off
Oh.
because Bakugo says, look after the others. And then we see Shigaraki just staring at Bakugo. And Bakugo, he's got tears going down his face, looking very just out into space.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta win, right? Izuku.
Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh.
And then we see Best Jeanist, no, you mustn't! As it looks like he's about to use wires to grab Bakugo.
Yeah.
And then we go to the next page here. And damn, as in an instant, Bakugo has teleported and smacked Shigaraki in the face with an explosion.
Jesus, dude.
And then Bakugo just quickly goes right side, turns, and absolutely just smacks the shit out of Shigaraki.
Whoa.
Oh, no, he smacked it. I think he smacked. He left an explosion where Shigaraki went for him and it hit his arm, or hit Shigaraki's arm, as you can see. He anticipated the strike. Bakugo lands on the ground. Then we see Mirio like, and then we see Best Jeanist. He saw it coming. He dodged and dodged it. All right, up to you.
All right, I think that, yeah, here we go. Ooh, okay. Here we go. We have Shigaraki. He turns, and there's just a shining white light that's just like blinding us. We can't even see this boy anymore.
Flashbang.
It turns out he turns. Baku's gone at this point. Next panel, we get a nice
Nothing personal.
reiteration of like the quirk of explosion. He said, it tells us in the chapter, the sweat glands, on his palm produce nitroglycerin like liquid that he can detonate. But the cluster upgrade he devised came with a side effect even he wasn't aware of. Ooh. The act of saving up sweat into launchable beads put a terrible burden on the glands of his palms. With his sights set on victory, he kept storing those beads in the glands until they were forced to find other exits and leak out over his body. Oh, Jesus.
So it is coming out from all over his body.
So, exploiting all around, or I guess this was like a translation. I'm not sure if you see it on Viz, but I'm pretty sure that's a typo there. But yeah, explosions all over his body gave him even more speed. Here's just one like single like text box thought. My whole body hurts. Battling through the pain, fighting while trying to spot the enemy's ticks and habits. This is basically the path you had to walk, yeah? So, Izuku, can I still catch up with you?
As we just see, you see what I said? His eye looks like a little explosion.
Yeah. So it's not quite as what we thought. It was more over like this is all because he devised like a different tactic to like get better, and this is kind of like the end result.
Basically,
it's another downside to his quirk, but this is a crazy panel. Just like the way that there's like hardly any lack of like real shading anywhere, except for like just like the side that like got brushed up by Shigaraki.
very much so.
Okay. All right. Jesus. Oh. All right. I just caught a glimpse of the next page over.
Uses me, so.
Let me just take over.
Yep.
Shigaraki's like, how's he pissing me off so much? This random extra who doesn't even possess one for all. Get a little shock. of
That's it. That's
can
the
you remind me?
second user,
Second user, okay.
the one who looks like Bakugo.
You're right. And Shigaraki's like, why am I still panicking? Go to hell! And we have another shot of like Bakugo. Like it's a split off between like one Shigaraki and the other side of Bakugo, but he's upside down. As we just see glitters and explosions. But then, all of a sudden, Bakugo is just in a white plain space in his UA uniform. As he looks over, this looks like the
It's the vestige of All Might.
vestige of All Might. We have a clean face Bakugo here. He's like, oh, right. Vestige just kind of like looks out to him. Bakugo continues. So, thinking back when we finally met, I was pretty much a punk, going through some stuff. And now it looks like I missed my chance to ask. As he digs into his pocket, he pulls out the card that him and Deku had pulled out. He gives a grin, and this was the panel I saw. Man, I wanted an autograph so bad. And
There's no words.
yeah, like something happened. I'm looking at the panel right below it.
It shows a strike, and it appears the strike hit his heart.
Okay, yeah, okay. Thanks for clarifying that one. And the next panel,
You see it connect.
yeah, makes
As
that connection
everyone
while
tried
like
to stop him.
in just that very instant, like everyone just like came up to strike at like Shigaraki. Focusing on Bakugo just a little bit, you see like one of his legs just got caught with like Best Genius's like wires. Bakugo had shot off like some gnarly ass explosion, but it's so condensed, but it didn't really make contact.
No, but they all tried to stop it before it hit Bakugo. They were all too late.
Yeah,
And then we see his support blasters got they hit the
yeah,
blow was so strong and knocked them off of him.
yeah, and the actual contact, it's not really like hard lines, just it's to kind of portray like just that shock of that impact. But yeah, Bakugo got hit. And man, I gotta keep reading. And we literally, the disrespect in this panel right here.
So you want me to do it, or are you feeling this right now?
I'm feeling it. I'm really feeling it, dude. Bakugo hopscotch backwards.
At the blood off the ground each time he hits.
That's real harsh.
It's so sad.
So we got some text here. We've had clear skies over the Kanto, Chubu, and Kansai, or I think it's Kansai regions. But according to the volunteer weather report, as the next couple panels, we just see Bestie, and it's like he's panicking. You can just see it in his eyes. And he catches up to Bakugo. A sudden and dramatic rise in temperature is disrupting the weather patterns. Just got some civilians. Looks like rain? We got Shigaraki. You were just tracing the earlier fight. Why did you think you could win? We came prepared for today. With a perfect Demon Lord body, ideal for the final boss. We have like the tiniest like panel of Best Genius, like he's wide-eyed open. Shigaraki continues. Understand yet? What's coming now is our story. The villain's tale. Man, and oh god.
We see the parents.
Bakugo's parents. Mom starts. That kid of ours is no fan of rain.
Justin, I want you to prepare yourself for this next panel.
Oh, don't
This
say
next
anything.
page.
don't. we have Vegeta's, he's just like his heart. As we see everyone, even Monoma's like looking out. Oh god. Mirko? Dude. Miro's shocked. Like, you don't see that like expression on his eyes unless it's serious. Oh no. Oh no. Aizawa's there. He's just okay. All right, here's the here comes the next page. 3, 2, 1. Oh god. Nothing. It's just oh okay. All right, just to let you all in on what I see.
I went right back to looking at Discord, so I was like, I gotta see his reaction. I gotta see his reaction.
This is a full 2-pager. It's just like
it's so fucking sad.
It is. It's just Bakugo. He's just laying on the ground. There's just a darkness, but you definitely it's just blood, just like centered on his chest.
Such a gaping hole in his chest.
Yeah, head tilted, no real expression. Blood just came out of his mouth too, and on the grass right next to him is just a card of All Might, and I'm like, fuck. To be continued. Blood on it. No words, no text. It's just Bakugo.
Dude, the card is slightly crumpled and it's got some of his blood on it. I'm like, why?
Oh my god, dude.
Bakugo, no.
Big yikes, dude.
I'm hoping this is a fake out. I'm really hoping it's a fake out.
Dude, this is like that's why I've been saying, like, no matter what happens to Bakugo, this has got to be a fake out. There's no way they would ever like do that. But
he's the most popular character. Like, that's the thing. In every character popularity poll, Bakugo always comes first.
And rightfully so. Like, it's been a journey. And in fact, well, this is the problem too. It's the fact that this chapter like pretty much tells you everything about the shortcomings that Bakugo has had. And still, like, when you look back on everything, it's just kind of, I don't even know what to say.
It's heartbreaking. It really is.
Because like what are we waiting for? Like how like when's the next chapter exactly?
You want me to tell you something that you're gonna be absolutely furious about?
Give me a moment. Next chapter comes in 2 weeks. God.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're taking a break.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what?
When I heard that too, I was like, really?
Yeah, they wanted to sit with this one, and I mean, like, I think at this point, whether it's a fake out or it's like legitimate, like, people are just gonna be upset. Some like rationally, some irrationally. All I can say is that, like, this entire fight has been like the turning point. Like, we've seen like what All For One and Shigaraki has done, like, to like everything. Like, they've screwed with people, they messed up people's lives, and in this fight, like, there's some irreparable damage being done. Namely, like, you saw Jiro, she lost like her earlobes, and like that should have been, well, that, and just like the mere presence of All For One from her perspective was just like an indicator of like, this is something like truly real and terrifying, and
this is dangerous.
Yes. And with Bakugo, it's, oh shoot, I shouldn't really think back, because like, well, like, let's not try to give a eulogy yet, but it I don't know, it's real tough to have this kind of like happen. They've been building up towards this for like a chapter or two.
We knew there'd be another death somewhere.
Yeah, but you know,
at least there's possibility of it.
I'm thinking back on the chapter where he did become Swiss cheese, and like that was a big shock factor for a lot of us too. Same with like Gran Torino.
Dude, Gran Torino gave us all a heart attack.
Yeah, because like we thought that was
it. Honestly looked like he was down. It really did. I was like, oh no.
I'm not gonna lie though, when they were talking about like explosions were kind of leaking out, like I thought like this was gonna be like his like Big Bang attack.
Big Bang attack.
And there would be nothing of him. And
Oh,
you
you
know
mean
what?
like
I
the
think
final,
that'd be
you mean
kind of
like the final
poetic, and
explosion?
I think that'd be like justifiable to write it. But
You mean like Vegeta's final atonement or final explosion, whatever you want to call it.
yeah, isn't not? Well, it's not Final Flash then.
No,
And
the
it's not
Big Bang
Big
attack
Bang.
is it's the blue ball.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Big Bang is like okay. Yeah, I guess yeah. Vegeta's like final atonement. Like I thought it'd be like on that par, whereas like, you know, Bakugo himself wouldn't be able to like withstand that, so like his entire body would just go. And I thought like
That would have
like
been something, I
that'd be
can't
like
lie.
tragic, but very Bakugo.
It would be poetic in a sense.
But nah, Shigaraki wasn't even gonna let him have that.
No, he it looks like he just put everything he had into that punch to his chest.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess that makes sense because like I mean Bakugo's really pissing him off. He's like, God.
Well, you know, Bakugo's really good at that.
Mm-hmm. What's interesting, trying to like kind of carry like or to shelve the shock value that I have is to kind of go back into a couple pages where it shows the second user. Just like a quick instance of that. But the thing is that he doesn't it's kind of interesting because he doesn't really interact with Bakugo directly. But the shot of like him seeing the vestige of All Might kind of gets a glimpse of maybe what the second like is observing and whether there is any relationship between him and Bakugo. At the
I
very
think it's
least, what he
heavily
did
implied.
done was kind of give Bakugo just this moment to just kind of reflect a little bit. That's what I'm kind of drawing the conclusion of.
I think it's heavily implied with this that they're related.
Right, but like nothing's like written in stone, and I feel like we'll get an answer to that like at some point, but definitely not this chapter.
No, not this chapter.
Yeah.
But I definitely think, yeah, okay. But I do think that they are definitely related for sure. Or at least that's what it appears. They could change it, but right now I feel like that's what the hint is. The hint is that yes, Bakugo and second user are related.
Mm-hmm. I gotta say though, like this almost instant teleportation, like that is something else. Like I know that they've illustrated him like doing that like just to save Deku the one time. But to see it like that is absolutely like nuts.
The propellant.
Like I can't even like imagine like what that takes. But like as they were talking about like this is like how he was trying to like improve like on himself. So what was it again? Like the active saving of sweat into launchable beads put a temporal like burn on the glands. With it said, so he just kept storing the beads until they were forced to like find other exits.
Yeah, so it's like naturally, think about it. Like let's take this for example with Brachiocephalic dogs, like a bulldog. They are known to snore and fart a lot. Why is
Okay.
that? Why is that? It's because they're, you know, when they're breathing in their sleep due to their like, you know, the brachiocephalic means they have a smushed in face, so they take in a lot of air.
Mm-hmm.
Naturally, it's got to come out somewhere. Essentially the same principle. It's got to like if something needs to escape, it will find a way to escape.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing. It's like a volcano. If there's too much pressure in a volcano, it's gonna erupt.
Yeah. Man, dude, this is and bruh, the final panel that he has like with the vestige, that's such an expression of like of his.
Dude, I just know like when I first saw the panel of him on the ground, like I legitimately did put my hand just over my mouth in shock. I was like, no, no, there's no way, no.
Hmm.
And
This
now
is
we gotta stew, we gotta marinate in that for like a week.
2 weeks. For
2 weeks
2
essentially.
weeks. I will say, like, I'm looking at the shot of everyone reaching out, but oh my god, of Shigaraki with the final blow. Shigaraki,
Everyone
though,
tried to stop him.
yeah, they try to stop him, but like though slightly apprehended. I want to note the fact that Shigaraki, one had like, oh my god. So I don't know what Mirio was going to try to do. I think he was trying to reach out to Bakugo, but like he's phasing right now. And I don't know if it's something because like Shigaraki saw that and in that instant like shot something just to make sure that like Mirio would have to go phasing. At the same time, he covered his right side so that Nejire, Aomijiki, and a little bit of Miriko can't really quite get to him. I'm like, dude, like that's like this is like a little too quick.
He countered all of them.
Yeah.
The only one who can fight him on equal ground right now is Izuku.
It really is.
But well, if
And Bakugo made that
Bakugo
clear.
Bakugo, he had him sweating though for a second.
Yeah. He was like, what?
When he saw how fast Bakugo was, he was like, "Wait a minute, what?"
Yeah, like this is like legitimately the peak of his like speed, and honestly, I would say like at that moment, like Bakugo rivals a lot of like pro heroes, and I mean hell, like I mean maybe Hawks in his prime is still like maybe faster. I don't even know at that like because like that's crazy speed right there.
Well, the amount of propellant you would need to go at that speed.
Mm-hmm.
Would you do like a death battle calculation on that?
I know it's a go press.
I still can't wait to see that scene animated.
Oh yeah, me too.
Just like go get him, Prez, and then just hearing freaking Ida just.
I feel bad though for Aomijiki because he really put everything in that shot.
He gave it his best shot.
And like it does enough for the fingers, right? But just like Shigaraki just has so much like durability like on his body that even though like
his regeneration is broken.
What was that?
His regeneration is broken.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. And oh, I just realized, yeah, Shigaraki was like, "Come on, use your heads," and Baku proceeded to use his head.
Boom.
Man, dude, I could take a look at like the quick action shots of like Bakugo, because like they are that quick. Man, I don't know what to say otherwise. Like, there's a lot of praise to the chapter as far as like the feats made, but we are talking about like something that is pretty well built up to be like a very tragic end for one of the most popular characters.
The most popular character. According to the character polls.
That's real rough. Like, good luck to how they release this like episode of the anime. They show blood before, but not like this, like this. Oh my god.
It's rough. It's rough out here in these parts.
And you know, I don't want to write off Bakugo yet, but it is like all pointing towards that.
It ain't looking good.
Yeah. And man, the All Might card he had it on him this entire time, bruh.
It's his lucky charm.
I guess so. Man, I don't even. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. That's
it really does leave you speechless.
It was. I'm glad. I'm glad that even though I knew what was gonna happen, well, not exactly, but just memes wise, like there was something to be written at the conclusion of all this. I'm glad I was able to just kind of like see this progress up until the end here. So I was able to dodge a little bit from that one, but still,
I was worried you'd seen the last panel. I was like, because that's something I wanted to keep your genuine reaction for. I'm glad we actually got it.
Also, yeah, they are really like lining the pieces here. No Kingdom Hearts reference there, but
it's not looking good.
Man, the fact that like they were saying it was raining, and like the parents
He
were
hates
saying that
rain.
Bago doesn't like the rain, is like fuck.
The memory, everything here is saying dead.
Yeah, like take care of the others as usual. That's always the red flag. That is like that's you like
everything in a send off.
Oh, that's real rough.
Aizawa, poor Aizawa.
Oh my god, he's not gonna even. Oh, he'd be
His
like, "This should have been
mom.
me, not him."
His mom and his dad.
Oh my god. All right. Ooh.
Izuku.
Dude, he's. Oh my god.
Izuku about to fucking flip.
He's gonna flip. He's gonna lose. Yep, that's exactly what's gonna happen. He's gonna lose all emotions, and it's gonna compromise him so badly.
Just a rage machine.
They're gonna handicap Izuku so badly, and it's gonna take off. It's gonna take one for all. It's gonna take everyone's support to kind of like snap him back for a little bit. But yeah, no, like, ooh. And then it's gonna compromise his wish to save Shigaraki. That's what it's gonna do. And then it's going to verify whether or not, like, if he is quote unquote the true hero, the one that saves everyone's lives.
Mm-hmm. On top, there's only a couple things. I think the only thing I can think of that could save him right now is Eri.
Literally the only person. But then we can always chalk it down to Eri. The only person that can save this person is Eri.
It really, dude. That's the thing. There's a lot of people that their only chance of living is Eri.
Your only chance is Eri.
Whether it be, well, there's two people really. It's Bakugo and Shirakumo. Bakugo more likely. Shirakumo a theory.
Shirakumo maybe. I mean, that'd be rough. But I think that might be possible.
Theoretically, with the way her quirk works, I don't see it being impossible.
Yeah. Yeah. My God. Okay. That's all I gotta say. Honestly, I guess the only thing I could really say is that we'll just see the developments in the next chapter immediately in 2 weeks.
Pour one out.
Pour one out. Assume that he's dead.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's real or not.
Someone like in the comments of like the Viz like chapter, it's just like, not again. I refuse. And honestly, I was on the same boat before reading this. I was like, whatever happens, like I'm gonna just outright deny it. But like this,
but when you see it,
yeah, when you see it, it's almost too convincing.
He put in Horikoshi literally put in everything to say, yeah, he did.
Mm-hmm. Someone said this ruined My Hero Academia for me, bruh. I can't even see the rest of this.
That's a bit too much.
Yeah. So that person was also saying that like the whole story for him was just to overcome insecurities and become stronger than All Might. And but I would say in this instant, like maybe not strong, but he's fast as fuck, like All Might. Yeah. Also, people were noting like that misspell for explosions. But yeah.
Sorry, I was gonna sub.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So I guess we'll have to sign off from here. So I appreciate everyone for tuning in for this one. This is massive spoilers. I will be sure to let everybody know that this is like a huge. Well, I guess I keep saying that. This is another turning point for the series. And
You really got to watch your thumbnail choices here.
I'll zoom in on that chest.
It's just a black screen.
Open for a surprise.
He's just putting a thumbnail of a donut.
I honestly was thinking about like inserting that meme, but like censoring the name quite a bit.
Bruh.
I know just the meme for it. But yeah, alrighty. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I guess we'll see you guys in chapter 363 in 2 weeks. So until then, just hang tight, everybody, and just play as Bongo for the rest of like in whatever game that you choose to play of My Hero. That's all I can say. Yeah. All right. Take it easy, everybody. # bye, everyone.